February 5th, which means it's Book Club Selection Day. In this segment brought to you by the New Orleans Public Library, we are joined by librarians Christine McCourtney and Shukrani Gray with our Black History Month picks. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
And I am really excited about this month's theme because it really goes with some of the things y'all are doing at the library as well. But let's go through the picks of the month. We've got some kid picks and we've got some adult picks. We'll start with the kid picks. Wonderful World. It's a wonderful world.
It was so hard to choose just two books,
I'm
but
sure.
I did choose two that really highlight some local history. And the first is a songbook, What a Wonderful World, by George David Weiss and Bob Thiel, and illustrated by Ashley Bryan, and it's made famous by the wonderful, wonderful Louis Armstrong.
Of course.
And I chose a songbook because children naturally learn through singing, and they learn new words and new concepts, and it's really easy for them to just learn about the world around them.
Sure. I'm sure any local parent would have a hard time not breaking out into a little Louis Armstrong when they're going through that book. The second one, and I found this one so interesting because I think this is a little known fact, but this one is called Freedom in Congo Square, and it really ties into our little local history.
Yes, Freedom in Congo Square is written by Carol Boston Weatherford and illustrated by R. Gregory Christie. And it's a really, really wonderful book to introduce children to local history. It's told in a way that's really digestible for like preschoolers or toddlers and even a little older kids. It goes through a countdown of the days of the week of what slaves did during the days of the week, and then on Sunday, which is when they were able to be free in Congo Square to dance and sing and worship and set out a market and really just to socialize on that one day.
And what an amazing way to not only teach kids about a little bit of history, but then you can show them. I mean, we can actually take the kids to Congo Square and show them exactly what they read about. So I think that is just awesome. Thank you so much. As far as our adult books, if you're looking for something to read this month in honor of Black History Month, we've got Rest is Resistance. Tell me a little bit about that one.
So, you know, when I was asked to choose books, I could have gone the route of, you know, what did I enjoy? But I looked at Black History Month and I look at it as a way for us to promote Black authors, but also to learn more about just the Black story in the United States. So this right here is a book about rest as resistance and rest as a form of social justice. So instead of working yourself to death, Tricia Hersey tells us about taking back our time, about empowering ourselves through rest, and about making that a part of our life. So I wanted to highlight this book because people don't think about self-care when they talk about Black History Month, but we have to be present in order to make the history that becomes Black history.
Yeah.
So rest
allows you to do that.
Yeah.
Allows you to be present. That is really neat. Our final book, our book club pick of the month, the one that I will be reading and discussing with you online, is South to America. And this one, wow, there's going to be a lot of great stories in this one, I believe.
Yes. I enjoy books that tell us about Black history in relation to American history.
Yeah.
And so Amani Perry, she is originally from Alabama. She went back to Alabama and interviewed people in that state to talk about their traditions, their rituals, and their relationships. This puts me in the mind of like caste, or the warmth of our sons that kind of tell us a trajectory of history so that we could get a bigger picture of Black history in America. So I thought this was important. I love books like this, and I think it's great to start discussion.
Right, and you know, it's really kind of her account of going back and meeting with people and all of their stories, and kind of an honest, but also a very open. She was very open to their stories. So I think that's going to be really, really a great read. South to America is our book club pick of the month. There's a lot of great things going on at the New Orleans Public Library. We don't have much time left, but I do want to talk real quick for preschoolers, ages 3 to 5. Come to those readings, and you're going to be able to learn a lot and teach your kids a lot, right?
Yes, with Primetime Preschool Reading, it's every Wednesday in through March and April at one of our locations, Nora Navra or the Norman Mailer Library.
Perfect. And for adults, the learning is not just for the kids. For adults, there are going to be some programs as well.
Well, there's two things. There's our Black History Month art contest, which is for K through 12, and they are accepting offerings until the 29th. And then we have for adults Facebook and Instagram. You can follow us at Nola library. And then you can go to our website to see our Black History blogs and all of our events, virtual events. We are looking at the library history through a Black History lens.
I love that. Thank you guys so much for everything that you're doing there at the New Orleans Public Library. Make sure that you read along with me during the month and join us on social media for discussion on the last day of the month. We will be talking with our Book Club of the Month author, so make sure that you're watching.